My name is Jane K. Sellars. I'm the youngest of two older sisters and a family full of foster children. My parents were foster parents, and they fostered about 25 to 30 children over the course of about 10 years.
If you could just describe your most vivid childhood memory or your favorite childhood memory?
Let me see. Probably standing in the middle of the floor singing my Helen Reddy songs. You know, I used to love Helen Reddy, and I always wanted to grow up and travel the world and sing. So I would have a dustpan and a stick stuck in the dustpan, and that would be my microphone. And so those are very my fond memories. And playing outside, reading my books. I've always been an avid reader. So I would have a blanket and lay it on the front yard and lay outside in the sun and just read all kinds of books. And then also like making mud pies and things like this. Those are fun memories. I went to Pleasant Grove Elementary School. And at that time, it was, of course, it was no longer the Negro school, but I went to the Pleasant Grove Negro School that had already been integrated by the time I started elementary. So from Pleasant Grove to Woodlawn Middle, then the Eastern Alamance High School, and then, of course, right after graduation, I did the worst thing ever in my life, and I tell nobody to ever do this. Never get married right after you graduate. And I did. I graduated in '87, graduated in June of '87, and got married October 10th of 1987, which I didn't marry a bad person. I married a phenomenal person. I probably married his mom, really, though, subconscious, because that was my best friend. I would say Burlington and Alamance County as a whole, when I was a child, was just a perfect place to live, because even I had fond memories in my home. You know, I wasn't from a displaced family. My mother and my father was both there and were together up until my father passed away. Now, looking at Burlington and Alamance County from an adult perspective, bringing my children up in this area, I would say that there is a lot of growth that has happened, but much more growth that is needed. And I do believe that there are majority of the people, I would like to think, are on the sides of, you know, us being unified, growing together, working together to have a unified community. My parents would turn on the TV, and I remember listening to John F. Kennedy and listening to the I Have a Dream speech. This is even after Dr. King had passed. My parents would play this in our house. And in every black family, there was a Dr. King photo. It's like there was a Jesus on the wall and a Dr. Martin Luther King picture in every home. So that was, to me, even though I didn't understand what all that was about at that age, I believe that was the seeds that was being planted, that at some point in my life that I would have something to do with trying to make a life better for people.
So would you have a message for the younger generation? Maybe change things, or what would you say to them?
My message is the message I give to myself, the advice I give to myself, which is be the change you wish to see. You know, in order for a person to see the light, the word says, let your light shine, so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven. So what we do, not so much of what we say, demonstrates to others what's right, because what's embedded in everybody is morals.